Namaste. Very welcome everyone. God bless you all. I noticed that, especially, looking at the past, how past few years satsangs have happened, and I noticed that in satsang, our mind tries to prove in every possible way to us that joy is not possible, knowing of the truth is not possible, life's destiny, my destiny is suffering only, confusion only, unhappiness only, and I'm immortal and I'm going to die with the body. No. And I try my best to prove in every possible way, to share, to speak, to point out, to help in knowing that no, it is not true. And this is going to continue. Every one of you can decide accordingly which side you want to take today in satsang. But I would say better to take the side of truth. Don't believe what I'm saying, that joy is possible, that our nature is eternal. Don't believe that. But be open, not so attached to the mind where it is saying, no, life is suffering, life is unhappiness. Our past is dictating in one sense. Our memory of our past sufferings and unhappiness is kind of dominating in a way here. And if we can somehow stand on our own feet, untouched by that past, then we have a future much brighter, much more joyful and full of truth than our past. No? So this is the thing, that if we can let go of our past right now, if we can put aside our past right now as much as possible, our thinking capacity or our wisdom, intelligence is not what we need to put aside or we can. It is about the effect of the past. If we can let go, put aside the effects of the past in the form of feelings, feeling of dullness, feeling of unhappiness, feeling of, which is those feelings which get mixed up with our point of view, with our capacity of understanding, with our, soul also. Like soul is feeling dull, soul is feeling, I don't think there is anything possible, Soul, whose nature is bliss actually. Truth is so close to you. You without your past is truth. In a very simple language. You without your past is truth. You with your past is person. No? Ourself without past is truth. Ourself with past is the person. And that person has all the things. No? So anybody, if you want to talk to me.
Thank you, Rajee. I want to continue what you just shared. In the sense, it feels like that with this past, that we are mixed with it. It's also like I want to come from this direction, the difference between being and having. In the sense, I have anger, I have a car, I have friends, I have. And very practically, everything I have, I also can unhave. In the sense, I can also get rid of my car. So this is definitely something temporary. But the one who has the car, or who has the ice cream, the anger, this one stays. This remains. This remains
Oh, yeah.
in all the havings, in a way. And what I feel happened is that earlier I was the sum of my havings. And I feel through Satsang and the grace of Satsang, I became more and more aware that I'm not my car. I'm not the havings.
I'm very happy to hear this, what you're saying. It's so rare that somebody speaks like this.
And it's this discovery of the one who remains is an eye-opening. An eye-opening not only physically, I feel. If you can please share upon if you feel like.
Yes, yes. This is my direct experience also, that when we discover this truth, I am, truly, like in the true knowing, like as I explained, no, there are three components which I feel are adding up to the overall awakening, or they are part of awakening. One is true clarity. True clarity means understanding truly things as they are in the mind level. True joy, which we experience when we experience our own being. True knowing. No? So this discovery of our own existence, I am, at the level of true knowing, basically is an eye-opener in this way. So without you knowing anything like this before, ever in your life, suddenly you start knowing that, hey, not only I am not my car, I am not even my feelings. And not only I am not my feelings, thoughts or energy, but I am also different in nature. My nature is not changing, like myself is not changing, really and always not changing. I am constant, I am not continuous. This is one of the biggest difference between the being and everything else. Being is constant, it is not continuous. And we are continuously looking for something continuous in the name of myself. You know, no, being, this sense of I am is not continuous, it is constant. Constant, not maybe 24 hours, but in the waking state, no, it is constant, no. But this constant is a door to the absolute truth also. No? So you are very right actually, that we take ourselves to be either the possessions that we have or the feelings and the state of energies and mind that we have inside. And based on that we define who we are. Not anybody else, we. Even if others are defining us in a certain way, we are contributing to it by accepting it in some way, no? That okay, yes, you are right, I am like this. But only when we actually discover ourselves. So these are the two ways. One, that directly discovering ourselves, no? That I am. What is this I am? What is this self I am? That's where we start experiencing not joy but bliss. Not true clarity but true knowing. Which liberates us. True knowing liberates us forever from the misunderstanding that I am one with all that which I am experiencing, whether it is outside or inside the body mind. No? We become clear that this is not changing, this everything is changing, but this I am is not changing. No? And that's the actual freedom. Not thinking about it that, oh my God, I forgot that I'm not changing. Then oh my God, I'm back to ego. No, not like this. Not like this. There's no maintenance connected to it, except appreciation for it. Just one single thing, appreciation for this what is discovered. No? Like it is an internal knowing that I am. And the more value we have for it, the more in a way it becomes permanent for us. No? One way, this one way. Another way is true clarity. This discussion which we are having, it is not coming from your mind level, it is coming from your realization. But even at the mind level, this can be discussed and can be understood very well. That hey, it is true. Why I am so possessed connected to all those things which are not really myself. I'm more the user of them, like a car, and even like a thought, even like a belief, even like a point of view, even like a conclusion, even like my ability of understanding something. All of that is, after all, what I have, not what I am. No? So even at the mind level, we can have that clarity, and this is what I'm calling true clarity. True clarity does not really make us more capable of doing certain things or stop certain things in our life or change anything. It just wakes us up more to the level of mind, at the level of mind, no? Where we start feeling that, like, in the first place, why I'm doing all of this spiritual journey, for example. Not, not in a dismissive way, but more actually looking deeply. Like, I'm really dedicated and I want to do it, but let me see, let me refine it more. Let me just refine it more, what exactly I'm doing here and why. So all of this is part of true clarity for me. You will not become joyful yet. You will not become detached from the attachment which is already there yet. But you will start becoming more clear that no, I'm not one with these things really. Even if I'm feeling like one, I'm feeling attachment, but I'm still not one. And then comes the true joy. True joy basically is the taste of our own being in the heart. Our own self. It is the taste of our own self in our heart. So true joy basically is the joy of the soul only. And this is where actually we taste something for the first time which is not related to any possession. It is not coming from any of those things which we are possessing or holding on to or attached to. It is coming from some different source. And that's where we feel something very exciting, and we start becoming free in a way from possessions. Internally, energetically, we start becoming free from possessions, attachments. True joy actually is the sure short way of being free from attachments internally, no? Not in a kind of excessive or extreme way, but more in a very balanced way. No? And then true knowing is so simple. True knowing is after true joy. True knowing is like as simple as breathing in and breathing out. You feel I am joyful. Yeah, I am so joyful. It's very beautiful. And suddenly a thought or a wonder will come in you. Who or what I am? Who is joyful here? Who I am? Who is joyful here? And the true knowing has started. You have started entering into the true knowing from the root of the true joy, no? Like this. So the true joy actually is the best route, best gate to enter into the true knowing. Best. Because otherwise, try to see, we will become clear about everything in the mind, and yet we will be continuously unhappy. That I'm not becoming free from attachments. What is the point? I should not be really attached to anything, but why I am still attached to things, like this. Do you feel that this is good for now?
It is very good. And Rajee, I feel there's a trap on the way between. You were pointing out the difference between continuous and constant, and that these are like fully different things, not same ball game. And I feel the trap is that mind and our own abilities in the mind can create almost this continuously, like this noun of being continuous. Sorry, and if we stop here, and I think also if we are not fully going into the true joy part, we can be trapped/fooled here for quite some time, actually.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. And the thing is that when we are trapped in the false joy, false joy you were saying, no? False joy in the mind. We are not trapped in joy. We are trapped in unhappiness because everything in the mind comes at a cost of maintenance. We have to maintain it. But like we have to keep believing or keep making ourselves to believe that I am in joy right now. I am feeling joy. I actually met such a state. You know, I actually met such a state. What happened? That one of the experiences happened to me, like something opened up here, like a very powerful experience, and it continued for 1 week, like literally continuously, like a joy flowing from inside. Like literally continuously, like a fountain or something opened up. What happened? I did not know, did not define it also. It was like, okay. And then after 1 week or maybe more than 1 week, it disappeared after that. Slowly faded away and I moved on with my life. Something similar happened to another fellow meditator also during that time. Then I moved on to like some other city and then came back after 1 or 2 years. And I found that fellow in that state still. Obviously that state was not there, but that fellow was trying to maintain that. Like moving slowly, not talking so much, gently, like this. It actually happens so often than we think. I want to tell all of you, you can be very bold about these things, not like this. If it's like this, all in the mind only. It's not real then. In the mind, it is good to have true clarity, but not the belief that I am joyful right now. In the mind, there is no water. It is all desert only, no? So there is no joy or any other experience in the mind. Even when, let me give you another example that when you are believing in the mind that I am joyful, and when you succeed really very deeply in believing that I am joyful, you are able to taste joy, but not from the mind, but from the heart. And I'm saying, why don't you straight come to the heart without believing anything? Drop out of the belief system of the mind into your heart and directly, without believing that there is anything called joy in my life or in my heart, you will feel it, no? There is no one who will not feel it. It's a real thing. It's not like oh yeah, there is joy. Oh no, there is no joy. You see? You are very right. So the trap is not really joy. Trap is belief. So we are not trapped in joy. We are trapped in belief. Because there is no joy anywhere in the mind. Mind is our own effort of imagining things in a certain way, seeing things in a certain way, believing things in a certain way. No? How there can be anything like this. So good, thank you. That's why I feel that a seeker, a true meditator, true spiritual being should always try this, try to practice just sitting and not doing anything, so that they can see that what all they are maintaining and what all is remaining without effort. No? You see, because all these things where we are caught up in the mind and believing that I have reached, and not only joy, we will feel I have reached to the being also, I have reached to the emptiness also, I have reached to the nothingness also. Then let us just sit and do nothing. If your beingness starts shining louder and louder and louder by itself, you have reached to the true thing, the real thing, no? And if it starts fading away, if the joy starts going away, it means it's a belief, no? You see? So, not doing anything, this meditation is a very powerful thing in so many ways. It's a true test, and it's a true way also to reach to the truth of who we are, true knowing, no? You see? Everybody should try this, no? At least for some time, so that we can test that what I'm containing, what I'm holding, what I'm maintaining, is it maintaining or is it really true? No? Thank you. And I'm not against efforts. Let us maintain efforts, but let us not maintain beliefs of our results. No? Let us maintain effort. It's necessary to maintain effort. Let's be sincere. And otherwise we say, no, I will not make effort also. No, let us maintain efforts, but not beliefs. Effort is very essential, but not believing I have reached. Let's say if you are doing some spiritual practice and you have reached to joy, by doing that spiritual practice, will you lose that joy after that? If yes, then both are not true. Neither the practice nor the joy. Do this just sitting and you reach to the joy, and do it more. You will reach to more joy. You will experience more joy. You will experience the truth of who you are more clearly. Do it more. Even if you feel I am fully enlightened being, do it just sitting. Will you lose it? You will not. Actually, enlightened being basically means you are just doing it without doing it. You are remaining as the being all the time anyway. So will you lose it? How can you? So please understand the true things. Like try to filter out the false things away from your system, from your way. Otherwise, it's such a wastage of life. Spend, you are sincere, your desire is sincere, your effort is sincere, but it will be wasted in these false things. No? Thank you, thank you. Deepa, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
You were talking about misery. Uh, what I feel is that if we feel that life is miserable, then why do we keep circling in the misery again and again? I mean, if this planet we call Earth, called home, would have actually been our home, then life would have been very joyful as it is, right? No misery would have taken place, or it's like the attachment of things as it is, the way they are, or how they have been going on from generations to generations, make us feel that okay, this illusion is real. But this is so simple, and yet we feel so complex to understand that this is not home, and there is nothing called as home to reach outside of us but inside of us. Can you say more about this?
Well, just one thing I want to ask you before that, that I did not use the word misery, I said suffering. Suffering, no, I think. So is it all right? Because it's not clear to
Yeah.
me what exactly is misery, because misery is different for different people. Suffering generally is a spiritual concept and we know what it means. No?
Yes, yes.
So suffering is fine. Yeah. I would like to look at it like this, that we are the soul, a individual, manifestation, embodiment of the one soul of life. No? And as if what you are calling generations is more like a gift of collective life that we get whenever we are born as a human. Everybody gets that gift, meaning gift of unconsciousness. We don't need to say that generations upon generations. We just can say that everybody who wakes up, everybody who is born, inherits the unconscious or all type of conditioning, no? From our ancestors, let's say, from the collective life, basically. No? That collective life is collecting and maintaining that for a certain region, because not just you are living in that who want to wake up and be free from it. Like most of the people are living in a way that they don't want to wake up. No, those who don't want to wake up, for them this conditioning that is causing suffering is actually causing functioning, remaining, living, connecting, relation and everything. So that's not a problem for them. What is suffering for you is not a suffering for many people. No? So we don't need to look at it like this. What we can do is that we can look at it more in a neutral way, that hey, what about me? Let me take an individual call. What do I want to do in with my life? What I'm searching for in my life? We can take an individual call, isn't it? But it is very true that we inherit conditioning, everyone. More or less, little different, but it is. But so it doesn't mean that those who are succeeding had less conditioning. No, they had more thirst for truth. No, not less conditioning. They maybe had much more conditioning than you. Yeah. So this is one thing. And the second thing is that conditioning is not as powerful as we think. Everyone individually has been given a choice actually, a free choice. Only one free choice, not many. That one free choice is truth or collective conditioning. You know, like this. Truth means a life which goes like first you will go deep in your own being, and then a life begins from there out, like from inside to outside, like this. Not a life of collective. No. So this collective life is what we can call horizontal expansion, and this vertical is what is the depth, deeper individual level of life. No. And once you take this call that no, I don't want to continue living, like whatever is the region. So it is all connected to the thirst, first of all. And that same conditioning is giving something also. It is giving life, relation, relative people, this and that. All of that life that we experience as a person is a gift, is a result of this conditioning, which is a suffering to some of us, no? to you. No? But that's very simple to be free from. It's very simple to be free from this conditioning. But you need to understand the true way. You should understand the true way. If you remain as a person and try to be free, it's not possible. It is simply not possible. If you remain as a person and try to be free, it is simply not possible. You will have the illusion of growth, spiritual growth also. What is spiritual growth? Spiritual growth should be detachment from this conditioning, not remaining attached to this conditioning and believing that I am growing happier or healthier. No, that's a growth of a person. No. And in the personal life also growth is happening, and why not? Why it should not happen? Why a person should not be happy? No. You see? Because I am all for balance, health at every level, even if as a person. No. Like why a person cannot be so much balanced that they can be very happily living life, no? Even without any desire for freedom or knowing the truth of who they are. No? So far, are we still on the same line? Say something so that we can reconcile a little bit.
Yes, yes, definitely. And you have so rightly mentioned it on point. Uh, it's just that, you know, I guess the conditioning makes it feel so real that we don't even, think to get out of it.
Yeah, that's true. That's very,
even
very true.
even life is giving you chances every moment, in every situation. Life is trying to say wake up, but we feel that okay, misery is also part of it, let's go with it. So that's why we become more miserable, or we, because the suffering is also so conditioned, and it's a very ancient, like you say, right? It's a very ancient thing that we feel that yes, this is part of life. But what I feel is that if you are at home, you shouldn't be miserable, you shouldn't be suffering, or you should be questioning the suffering as it is, right? Why? I mean, there should be something about it, right? There should be some reason about it. People don't question it, which makes me realize that why people are sleeping on that level, that you know that they don't even understand that whatever they're living is not life.
I object, my friend. Here, I would like to object here. For you, that is not life, but for them, still that is very, very life. So there is an evolution of consciousness that is happening here, no? Soul is like you were also like this one day, even if not in this life. In some other life, you must have been like this, no? In some other time, you must have been like this, no? So for them, it is very much life. It's like totally life, and what you are doing is like, what is going on here? Why cannot you just live a normal life? you know. So no, it's not like this. It is really, I fully support from my heart and being the idea that everybody is living from inside within the will of God, within the will of Source. It's just that nobody need to be unhappy. Everybody can be joyful. Like suffering is not really a real thing in existence. It is a man-made thing. It's created by, in a way, human society in one sense, you can say, no? So I feel that no, that's not really, they are very happy. And if you try to convince them, you will just forget what you were doing in your life. They will not. No? So it depends on our state, our interest, our timing. Like what is my timing? Every soul has a certain timing for it, for certain things. No? There was a time when you were enjoying books, maybe. No, I'm sure you must be enjoying books and reading and everything like this, much more on the same subject. Now you are actually enjoying experiencing the truth, practicing the meditation, attending a session. Which is a very big gap, big difference between these two positions. It's like this. So I feel, let us focus on ourselves. And by focusing on ourselves, by discovering the truth of ourselves, we stand a much higher chance to convince anybody or to inspire anybody else by showing that how we are, that what is actually possible. No? As soon as joy will start emitting out of your being, out of your body, mind, no? They will start asking you, what is that? What are you doing? Why you are so happy all the time? No? So be an example. Let's be an example of it. No? Yeah. Even if joy is not coming like we imagine, light is coming, not like this, just you are joyful. Whenever anybody asks, yeah, I'm actually joyful. But you are looking like so tired and struggling. Yeah, but I'm doing exactly what I want to do. And I'm very, very tired, but very, very happy. No, you see, we think that suffering is coming from tiredness or doing so much work or anything. Not at all. It is so joyful to be so tired of doing what you want to do or doing. No. It's totally not connected to suffering. Suffering is mainly suffocation, not able to do flow in that way where soul is trying to flow now. No? Whenever our time has come, let's say our time has come to more deeply experience life than we were experiencing usually so far. Then suffering has started. Suffering is more of an indicator, not really a experience or a problem. It's an indicator. It's a help. Suffering means help. Time to go deeper in our being and experience life from there. And then more deeper, then experience from there. More deeper, then experience from there. And then no suffering left. But as if something is still missing. There is no suffering in life now, in this picture. But still something is, there's something less. Something can be more than this. Like life has to be something more than this. Then time is to actually live yourself now. The experiencer. Not the experiences, from the depth of the experiencer. You see what I'm trying to say? Like how much you are present in the experience. This is what is the difference between different people. Rest is a story created by the mind in different ways, explanation, this and that. But basic difference between the two souls is just one single. How much we are present when we are experiencing life. Less, little more, little more, little more, little more, and then fully, fully. Ah, I'm fully present. Oh. Then when you are fully present, you cannot avoid, you cannot escape, you cannot skip. You cannot ignore self-knowing or self-awareness. No? You see, life is very simple. It's very simply designed, but the thing is that life is vast. That's why it's very confusing sometimes. Look at it from the eyes of nothingness. It will become clear. Don't impose anything. Just see life. Look at life. It will all make sense. It will just make sense. It can be known through love more than through wisdom. No? So we are good then.
Yes, definitely. It's like the joy of knowing,
Oh
right?
yeah, it is so much joy. The joy of knowing is higher than any other joy actually. Any other joy really. Because that's where we say, I felt like saying also so many times that actually true knowing is what is freedom. There's there's no need for experiencing anything. True knowing is freedom. Because imprisonment is in the false knowing, in the belief. No, that is imprisonment, that is bondage of the soul. No? When soul becomes free from belief. Like you test true knowing start as quickly or as simply as living the truth of I am, myself. This myself who is knowing, thinking, discussing, asking everything right now. Every one of you who is listening, who is talking, thinking, and everything. This you, when you start turning towards yourself, true knowing begins. This is true knowing. True knowing means true knowing is a knowing independent of the context. It is not related to the context. It is not a relative knowing. It's an absolute knowing. True knowing is absolute knowing. It begins right away, right immediately. True knowing begins. And then this true knowing somehow shows you that actually I am independent and I am free. I am independently free from the body, mind, state, life situations and everything. I am independently free. That's why we feel happy. Like, after satsang, sometimes we go very happily dancing and walking nicely. Because you are tasting. It's not clear. That freedom has not reached to our mind yet. It has not been declared at the mind level yet. It is like mind is still saying, no, 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 I am bound. At the mind level, we are bound. You know what I mean? Like this. It's very good. Thank you. True knowing. True knowing.
It's like the stickiness goes away,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
uh,
Totally. Totally.
and you see things the way they are happening, but your emotions, your reactions are not the same.
Oh, yeah, it is true. I mean, not really necessarily in the individual level, but from your being, you will notice it. Maybe other will not, because mostly other people are much less present in life in general, and also much less focusing on others. Also, they have to focus on themselves, so they may not notice so easily, not so early. But I found that there are two type of stickiness here we are talking about. One is the stickiness within the body-mind energies, in the sense of rigidness, in the sense of inflexibility, heaviness or something, which is more part of the system of the body mind, the form in which the soul is living. Another is the stickiness between the soul and the form. That stickiness is more covered through self-knowing, self-awareness. Like when everything is sticky, that you are somehow finding yourself free from it. Like beyond it, you are not touched by it. Right now, check everyone. It is possible. Right now, it is possible. We are not talking about things for tomorrow. Right now, it is possible. Check right now. Check, focus on this sense of I am. And this sense of I am is not touched by anything that is happening. Any stickiness inside you is not touched by it. So I'm saying that this kind of stickiness is also, if we can remove that stickiness, which is between us and the energies of body mind. This stickiness is kind of not letting the wisdom of the soul also wake up so much. That's why the true knowing is also not happening full speed, no, like this. Like like the even if the energies are balanced for a moment, let's say you are feeling joyful in a moment, but then question comes, but why it is like this? From where that question is coming? It is coming from that soul who is living in some kind of stickiness, like a relation, no? Not neutral, not free. Like we are still expecting body mind to be other than how it is right now, not encountering it as it is. Working on it is fine, but expecting it to be other than what it is makes no sense. Why we want to live in an imagination about the body mind? That why is what is why we are living in it, or what is causing this is what is self unawareness, self unconsciousness. Self is real forever, internal. Body mind is real right now. even if not in a good state, even if conditioning is there and all those things are there. So what? Cannot you look at it freely? You can. Everybody can. And we just keep waiting that this will happen, then this will happen. We keep waiting for our freedom, that this will happen, then this will. And this energies keep waiting for your freedom also, that once you will be free, they will start becoming free from you also. Fresh air, fresh air will start coming in, not only from the side of the soul, but also from the side of the life also. It's all very connected, no? Thank you, it's good.
Thank you. It's like we are questioning the wrong things. We should be questioning the stickiness. If whenever like we feel there is any stickiness, we should question it, why it is there, or how it came, and how we can fix it. That's where we give a chance that okay, the next time,
Uh,
it changes.
no, you are right, and we do that also, by the way. But we are doing it not deeply. What happens is that our mind very quickly able to tell us that stickiness is coming from these emotions, these feelings, this story, this event, this interaction with life. No, not really. Meaning it is okay to accept it like this, but we should not stop here. We should check that time that am I, the experiencer of stickiness, also sticky? Has the stickiness entered in my being? If yes, this is what it means to believe. No? This is what it means to be affected by the belief. The truth of who we are is never contaminated by what we are experiencing. Never, never. It has just never stained by anything. No? But we can experience ourselves contaminated by believing. No? Meaning believing means by not living the truth of who we are. Living the truth of who we are is basically the way to shatter all these beliefs about ourselves and even about our body mind also. In one way or the other, we just keep living in certain beliefs about everything. No? If you say, I don't know myself, if you say, I know myself, how does it matter? What matters is that are you living yourself or not? We just value saying, thinking, not living the truth. This saying, thinking is where what I say, true clarity. It is in the scope of true clarity. Whatever you say, whatever you think, whatever you understand, are you joyful right now? Do you have a possibility of being joyful? Can you be joyful? This is true joy. When you say yes, it is possible for me to be joyful without anything else, without any meditation, without any external activity, without any interaction or any company of anybody. Can I be joyful? Yes. You say yes, I am joyful. I can be joyful. This is what is heart, and this is what is true joy. No? True joy basically is the beginning, we come in touch with the being first time. We come in touch with the truth of who we are first time. No? And everything else is outside of it in one sense, in the sense of not really outside, but in the sense of not in that scope, not in that way. The way of the being and the way of the true joy is very different than the way of person where we think even about being, even about joy. And we just don't see the difference. We just keep talking about spirituality. We keep talking about enlightenment. We keep talking about awakening and being and joy and everything. We just keep thinking about it in the mind, and we just don't see that we are still in the mind. This is such a hypnosis in which every being is before we get out of it. That's why meditation, core meditation, just sitting, is a test. How mature, how evolved a spiritual being is. Can you just sit? Not closed eyes, not trying to, not just open eyes. Right now do it. Anybody, you want to try it and see how much spiritually evolved you are. If just sitting, not doing anything, not through a meditation or anything, just right now, if it cannot take you to the heart, to the joy, where you start feeling already peace, aliveness, which is never comparable with anything else that we have tasted. Like 100% fresh aliveness. If you have not started tasting it right away, then we need to do something about true clarity. Meaning we are caught up, our energies are being spent in this false clarity, like a belief of clarity. True clarity gives way. True clarity is a door towards the true joy. False clarity is a wall, like imprisonment, no? And it's a very vast imprisonment. It takes like a long time for a soul to realize that I'm imprisoned in my understandings. Who stops you from just sitting right now? Anybody else? No. Your own understanding. No? Do you see? That's why I say true clarity is really very important, essential. We cannot keep talking in the mind and come to the meditation. It is either this or this. So thank you. It's good. It's good.
I have something more to say.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. It's like, we blame it on others that the other person is doing something to me or the other, but we don't think who is the other over here. It's not outside. The other that is living inside is making us do things. If we question that other, right?
Yes, it is correct. So actually, it's not about other inside us. It is ourself inside us first, I would say. Because our mind in the state of ego is such that it can create deceptions in one way or the other. Even in this way, what you are saying, it can create some deception. That no, I'm still unhappy because of others. No, let us see who is unhappy. This is the approach. Let us see who exactly is unhappy. This is the way to end the whole thing, not to continue it. We are more interested in continuing this story of okay, let's see who is causing suffering. This one is causing suffering. No, this is not the person outside, this is the person inside me. Let me remove it. You removed it now. Now something else will happen. Then another thing will happen. Then another thing. See, as long as the soul is not living its truth, soul is imagining things, dreaming things, and that dreaming will continue in a more subtler and subtler way. And soul will not detect it. Why soul will detect it? Soul want to enjoy it, no? Only when soul wakes up to the truth of who I am, that the dreaming ends or stops, meaning the soul does not want to dream. When the soul does not want to dream, then only soul is able to see the truth as it is, no? Until then, soul want to dream and will continue dreaming, no? In one way or the other. Whether this person is here now or that person is here, like either something is here now, something else is here. The whole point of what I'm trying to say is that try to take a fundamental approach towards it. Otherwise, it's a ongoing process, and people are spending decades in this and not reaching anywhere. When I say not reaching anywhere, I don't mean that they should reach somewhere. I mean they should be joyful, free from suffering. Not reach anywhere. There is no need to reach anywhere. Reach where you are. Appreciate what you are having, living, being. But they are unhappy still, continuously hoping that something will happen tomorrow. No. So let us take a fundamental approach. What I am sharing are these are fundamental approaches. When you are feeling like this, Deepa, that time check who exactly is unhappy inside me. Not the other person, but the first person, the first one. No? And you will be surprised. You will be surprised that I am not this first one who is troubled by the second one present inside me. Then what is the point? Let it be so. And then you actually have become free from what we call mind. We don't need to become free from you. We have to become free from I, who is troubled by the you. So this language and the way of experiencing life as I and you is what is called egoic way of living life. No? The more strict, the more solid it is, the more egoic it is. No? The more relaxed it is, the more allowing it is, the more spacious it is, the less egoic it is. And beyond this whole egoic thing, even subtle or gross, is the way of the being, truth of who we are. I am also here, you are also here. I am on this chair, you are on that chair. We both are present, we both are truth. No, we both are being, we both are perceiving, tasting, feeling, experiencing. No? Cannot you feel my presence? Cannot I feel your presence? Yes, I can. No? If we are not too busy in our mind, we can feel each other's presence so easily, no? And this is what I call satsang. When we are able to feel each other's presence, no? Here. Spiritual discussions are useful also for true clarity in satsang, no? Contemplative conversations are good, but higher possibilities of satsang are being in satsang, not discussing so much, no? Just try for a few seconds, any one of you, every one of you, try just for a few seconds. Don't go anywhere. Acknowledge your own presence in your own form, in your body, where you are sitting right now. And don't forget my presence also here on this chair, whether in this room, physical or non-physical, no? And do not do anything else. In the sense that not so strict, but generally ignoring everything else. Just more spending your time, your energy in living your own presence and living my acknowledging my presence while living your presence. You will just simply come out of this whole dream. You will go to that level of your being which is beyond the breath. On one side of the breath is this body, mind, thoughts, feelings, and this I who is troubled by you, and this you who is troubled by I. On the other side of the river of breath is the pure being that you are, who you are right now as the presence of the Absolute. You see, we are presence of the Absolute. On the other side, on this side we are a person. Where you want to place yourself. Breath is the method in a way, or is a tool given to us. If we can consciously breathe even few breaths, we will get unhooked in a way, disidentified from this side where we feel I am this one, and we will get identified or kind of recognized. We will recognize that which we are beyond the side of the breath. Just few breaths, fully present here, consciously breathing. So thank you, Deepa. I think it's good.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much.
Very, very nice talking to you. Continue bringing as many questions as you have. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ji, I wanted to bring it that true clarity, like to talk about, but this last few minutes, different space opened, but I still wanted to bring it because this is a mind sometimes tricks, and I wanted to have deceived many times before. So ji, I'm working on true clarity because this joy, it always or many times broken by this doubt or this resistance. So I wanted to clear it up And today I was doing contemplation to check that what do I want. And I found that I'm doing it from the mind. Then how I'll get the answer from the what I want truly. So then a feeling or a thought came that it means I need to remove this first, this mind. So I need to have this want that I should be away from the mind. Then only I will be seen that or clear that what do I really want.
When you say mind, what do you mean by mind in this case?
Ji, mind is like thought or feelings telling me that what do I want. Not actually. I am like sometimes I see little bit, but that is not coming from there. So this
See, I told you, no? This always works. No? So this is actually working. This what you are doing is working. What it is doing? It is doing true clarity. What is true clarity? Waking up at the level of mind. So this is first glimpse of waking up at the level of mind. That oh my God, I am letting my mind decide. I'm letting my mind answer this question. While actually I am asking the question. I should answer it. No. Isn't it? This is what you are saying, that I should answer the question, not that my mind should. Like my mind is giving me ready-made answers coming from the ready-made thoughts I have based on my conditioning of the body mind, of the mind. No? Hey, that I don't want a ready-made answer. If I wanted, then why would I ask in the first place? No? So it is not waking up at the level of mind. What else is waking up at the level of mind if it is not? That oh, like a blind spot opened up. Oh my God, what is this? And this, by the way, same thing happens in self-inquiry also. Anybody who does self-inquiry, it goes through different phases. First phase is where you were before. Who I am. Mind answer. Who I am. Mind answer. Who I am. Mind answer. And then at some point you feel that, hey, I am asking the question, I should answer it. Why I am letting my mind answer this question? Then this what happened to you happens there also. So one part of self-inquiry goes through remains within this scope of what we are calling true clarity. Another part goes into what we call true joy, and only after that, it enters into true knowing, like this, true knowing or what we call realization. So it's a good direction. But now, thing is that still we have not become free from mind yet. Remember, mind is not in front of you only. It is with you also right now, looking at the mind. And it is behind you also. Even when you will feel I am facing the wall right now, even then mind will be mixed with you. Remember this. So your alertness is your safeguard. Alertness of your purity. That no, as purely as possible, I want to answer the question myself. Without anything mixed with me. Like I want to use my pure intelligence in the way which is rooted in the present. My pure intelligence rooted in the present. I don't want to answer from the past. If this can be taken care of, for example, you are going to start eliminating mind, because mind is nothing but in a way your past. Even if your past understandings, past experiences, past wisdom, isn't it? So just don't involve the past in any way when asking the question of what I am searching for in my life. No? Because this is what I feel is the question, that what I am searching for in my life. Don't let past get mixed up here. Otherwise, it is going to be the past telling you what I am searching for. Past is searching for more past. No? You see? Past is there was a fruit, very alive, fresh, and there was a flower which was very alive and fresh, and now it is dead. It is decaying. It is like decomposing. It has become like a mud. This is your past. This is our past or not? Unless you have transformed it into something usable in the present, it is going to be mud only, no, garbage only, no, stinking only, no. So either we have transformed something from the past into a reusable understanding, let's say, which is being used in the present, which is a nice thing. It is not called the past. This will help you in the present. Yeah. So I feel that this can be the way that Don't touch the past. And try to sense also, is anything mixed with me in the past, from the past, no? When you are asking that what I'm searching for in my life. What do you feel?
Beautiful. And can leave it also that, yes, because I see that whenever I am asking, behind the answer is coming and I am taking it my answer.
Yeah. So stick to the question, stick to the present, stick to yourself, the questioner. Like if your focus remains on the questioner, that you are the question that you are questioning, and the present where you are in the room and the physical body and the breath, then very high chances are that you will not get mixed up with the past, with the mind, because that's a way of living life in which we have been living habitually. And we need all the alertness right now for it to not get mixed up. If you, it's like if you lose yourself, if you relax yourself, you will get mixed up with it again. If you remain alert like this, no, this is not the time to. This is not the time for spontaneous living. It is time for sadhana. No? Whatever comes, whatever goes, you don't move. No? Just seeing meditation, for example, can be a very useful thing to create some strength inside us on the same lines. Because thinking and seeing are not fundamentally two things. They are two faculties, two possibilities of the same level. So it's like seeing or thinking, living, which is joy, and being, which is knowing, no? Like this. These are the three basic possibilities of life for every soul. No? So thinking and seeing is not fundamentally different. That's why those who have refined their thinking, they believe that they know the truth. No, they don't actually. They know the truth, yes, but at the level of mind only, which is nothing compared to this simple joy that is present in our being, in our heart. It is nothing compared to that, because that is not the touch of the truth. That is just the view of the truth. Like view is more clear. The more still is the seer, the more clear will be the view. But it doesn't mean that you are touching the truth, you are feeling the truth. No? Only by the touch of the truth we get transformed. No? Our life gets transformed by the touch of the truth, not by the view of the truth only. No? View of the truth is good. Confusions are not there now. Okay. So like no confusion. Very good. But there is no joy also. There is no life. No? Try to feel this, if you can. No? And this joy that I'm talking about, we can attempt directly, by the way. You don't need to go through the true clarity. If mind cannot stop you from coming to the joy and remaining in the joy, not coming only, but remaining in the joy, in this true joy, then true clarity can be taken care of later on also. You see what I mean? Basic true clarity is necessary, but rest can be taken care of later. Because we think that something called mind is stopping me from being here. No. Our misunderstanding is stopping us. No? Because our misunderstanding gives us a signal that there is something important happening right now in the mind and I have to attend it. So important that you are ready to give up the joy. And also this joy is not true joy for you right now. It is like Rajee is saying like this. I don't think that it is true joy. True joy, life is in my way. This my way is the way of the mind right now. No? Your eyes will open up when you come in touch with this joy. First time you will feel, oh my God, there is something different than like this. This true joy will give us two basic things also. One, it will show us that life is not about experience and go. It's about experiencing like a continuity. And also, it is not about knowledge and leave it. It's about knowing. True joy actually is the first time when we start experiencing something in a continuous manner and we start knowing something in a continuous manner. Or we get to know that there is something called true knowing. Knowing, not knowledge. Like, Because this is the way of the being where we are touching it first time in the heart. So I think we are good now.
Very, very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Good. Good. Anna, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste.
Again, very much satsang that leads to what I wanted to ask. So I have two questions, or maybe two things that I would like you to say something about. The first one is, this is the first time that and I was very
your voice was not
sad.
clear, so some words were missed.
I was very sad about it because this is the first time that I cannot travel financially, and also because I don't have vacation yet.
Where
Hand,
to travel?
To the retreat in Portugal with Guruji next week is the retreat. So, but I realized, and today you were also speaking about it, that I have a very, very big attachment to satsang, and I would use this week because I cannot travel and everything else is going to be shut off. There is no meditation circle. There is because most people will be at the retreat. I would like to use it not to be attached to the satsang, but to tune in satsang constantly. And if you can say a few words about it, because I can see that it is very important to sit with the master and to sit in satsang, because this is where the invisible transfer and energy, collective energy changes us, or like where we tune in satsang to your vibration. But on the other hand, it is also, this attachment is also something that is always kind of like I'm depending on someone else, or like, yes, I cannot reach it. I have to go there to reach this amount of bliss or joy, or it is kind of like almost like I'm allowing myself only around a master to feel this. And okay, if I can feel it in your presence or in Guruji's presence, that means I can feel it is. You cannot feel something, or you cannot be something that you're not already, right? Like, maybe you can say a few words about it. Anyway, I would like to use this week for that, to tune in as if I'm constantly with you or with Guruji. That is the first question that I have.
So I will then like to answer this first. So it is very good to feel like this, to tune in, remain in this state. What will happen is that we can call like a inner satsang will continue now. Inner satsang in the sense of you with something deeper than you. And that what is that deeper than you? If you define it as your pure being, maybe, or you can define it as the presence of your Guru inside you also, presence of the pure Guru also. Like, you can define it whatever way you want, but remaining connected to it. More like remaining more in the state of turned towards inward, more inward, not outward. No, because satsang basically is remaining inward more. And then is going to really result. And I just want to tell you one thing, that it is really, and I will come to that also, that it is, yes, very important to attend the satsang, in the form with Guruji, either online or in person, because this time it is in person. And You can attend, let's say, the broadcast, no? Broadcast version is there, you can attend this, you could attend this also. Yes, it is very important, very, very effective. No? But there's a free option also here. That free option is that when a powerful being like Guruji shares a retreat, no? His being is open like this, no? And it is so reachable to anyone, anywhere. So even when you are where you are, without going anywhere, without attending even the online, you will be able to feel, live and benefit from that light of Guruji, no? Like that. Just tune in, remain inward, and you will connect very easily. And this time in such a way that you will not feel that kind of dependency, let's say. No? So this is one thing. Now coming to the basic, in the beginning you were having some confusion that like a dependency on other for living the joy. It's not really a dependency in that way. The thing is that we are continuously dependent on other, and that other is not you, the other is I, the false I. This false I is the other we are dependent on. We are not living the true I that we are. And we need to be free from this false I, and for that if we take help of a you, it is not really a very costly affair. It is not really a bad deal. No? Because what other options we have? We don't really have many options. So it is not that there is a you in the form of Guruji. It looks like a you to a I that is inside us. But because this I that you are has a dedication, has a devotion to the truth and to Guruji, that's why this you, this I is able to relax and disappear in the presence. No? But that time there is neither a I nor there is a you who is helping a I. Please know this. Only the being is helping the being, and being is helped by the being. You know, your being is helped by the being of Guruji. No? Please know this also. So it's not really in that way dependency that through other. Guruji's being is not pushing anybody, I feel. Not, like just present as the light, as the joyful, blissful light. And that has an effect on us. No? It has an effect on us, not that there is a other doing something to us, with us. No? Neither that one is a other doing something, nor we are a someone who is doing something with it. But we are more present in the light of true light of light of truth, and that has an effect like a catalyst, like a catalytic agent. It has an effect, like this. And with that effect is awakening. And during this time, in between, we may feel I am a I, and there is a you who is helping me, and through this I am experiencing. No, you are not experiencing through this. You are directly experiencing. Every one of us is a direct child of the Absolute. Every one of us is a direct child of the Absolute. Every one of us. We have a direct connection with the Absolute, always. Every one of us. The Guru, in the form of Guruji, is only helping in the discovery of it, no? Not to impose the idea that there is a you, and I will be dependent on this you all the time. No. So I hope that I'm trying my best to make it as neutral and simple as possible.
Yes, very much. It is just there is this longing to always feel like that, or how can I say? Because if it was just depending on me knowing that now I'm sitting with you, Rajee, or I'm sitting with Guruji, and then something disappears, then I could do it in every sitting, because I would just be like, okay, I'm sitting with Rajee, I'm sitting with Guruji, with all the masters, I'm sitting now. But it is not like that, because sometimes, like I know, sometimes Guruji would come in a different satsang where we would not know. It was just like he would just join through somebody else's screen or phone, and then only later he would say, hi guys, I'm here. But even before that, I could feel there is a difference. There is a difference. And this difference, this is what I'm longing for. This is what I'm yearning for. This, and so I would like to dedicate next week. Although I will work full time, I cannot join. Also not on screen at a real time and so on. But somehow to tune into that. Or do you say it is impossible? And I'm like just going ahead of myself, and then I will not do anything. I will just do the.
No, it is possible. It is possible. It is not really that strange a thing to tune in like this. So often it happens that our mother knows something when happens to it to you, the child, and she calls, "Hey, everything fine?" How does she know? Because she remains in this tuned in state with you all the time. So it's not really that kind of strange thing. And Guruji is in the form. Please understand, there is a very special power when in the form. From the form, very easily possible to tune in. Just don't imagine. Don't try to add. Like let's not try to add. Like, oh yeah, I'm feeling that now. Don't do that. Even if emptiness is felt, it is fine. Even if it is felt like nothing is happening, it is fine. Don't add emotional. Don't try to hypnotize yourself. Basically, this is the point. But that's where things are going to go wrong, because the presence of Guruji is a real presence. It's not dependent on our imagination about it. Although thinking or emotionally, having that kind of devotion is not a bad thing. At some point, it helps also. But you don't need to do any of those things. Just remain available and see the power of it. I feel like this. Okay.
Okay. You can. How did you do it? Like how did it affect you? And like how did it happen for you? With because I don't know, maybe I missed it, but I never heard you speaking about your like your real awakening, or like your experience with Guruji, or with
Actually,
before,
the real awakening is only one. That is the discovery of our own self. Like knowing that I am, first of all. And this knowing that I am is beyond the clarity, beyond the experience of joy, beyond everything, like plain simple, like straightforward, like just nothing, neither understanding anything nor experiencing anything, or neither giving value to any understandings nor giving value to any experience. And it happened. Like it happened as a result of Guruji's pointing to me, to us, no? That check who is experiencing. And then something kind of grew in me a little bit. And then his last strike was, "You are missing the obvious. You are missing something very obvious," he said. And then I said, I kind of became very innocent by that time to the inquiry, that what is that which is I'm missing the obvious. Now I was just listening what he said, and I was just focusing on what he said. What is that obvious and then somehow I felt, hey, I am that which is the obvious. I am this obvious. I never noticed about myself, my own self, who is doing the sadhana and who is trying to reach everywhere and everything. And that somehow opens the door of what we can call true knowing. But in such a way that, because in my case, the value was never moved from that. It just came and it just remained now forever like this. Now this true knowing, like this. Like a dissolution of the previous version, previous outlook towards life, previous sense of self also. All of that just continued dissolving, like this. So there was no turning back from it. ever in that way. So this is my story.
Thank you for sharing it. This is the one that I will try to stay with next week, the one that is obvious and just this existence. And
It will be very nice. Then Guruji will be so much with you there. And I will
yes,
also be there with you.
yeah. I wanted to ask something. Yes, okay. No,
No, you can ask. What happens is that if you even sit quietly, ready to be just empty, not feeling anything, not feeling presence of Guruji, not feeling my presence or any guidance or anything, even then the best will happen to you. You know. And in that best, if the source of life feels that the remembrance of Guruji in your thought, in your feeling, in your presence is necessary, that will happen. If not, that will not happen. It's like this. But it is my understanding, which I shared with you, that it is the light of Guruji that as soon as he says that okay, I'm going to share a retreat, that his being opens up and becomes available to everyone now who is interested. No, it's like this. That's what I meant. So this is my understanding, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to believe it. No, you just can be empty. That I am going to sit empty every day during this time. You will be able to tune in to yourself, if not tuning in to Guruji or anybody else, or to me also. You know what I mean? And that's a great thing to tune in to yourself. So yeah, you were saying something else.
no, just to end with this. I'm not attached to the form. It is not like the visual or something that is like this is that one, and it is. I am more attached, of course, to this beautiful vibration. Not attached, but like very drawn to, and this is what is attractive, and yeah.
Yes, I understand this. And actually, there is a little bit of attachment in the mind left in you, I feel. That is where it is showing that sense of other. The other is not the other. Other is other only when you are this first one. If you are not the first one, then the other is your own beloved actually, your own being, your own self actually. No? But your form and his form will remain separate. Respect your form so that you can respect other forms also. No? If you don't respect your form, how would you respect other forms? No? But there are different methods, path also, practices also, no? On the same lines, and we may be confused about that. But you are not practicing any of those things. So you can be as pure as you want, just sticking to the vibration of truth. No?
You said something very crucial now, to respect my form. This is where I think is where the ego is, where it is like just making yourself smaller and not important, and more like a servant in a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not good. Your
Yeah.
being is the being of the Absolute also. Your own being, this being who is talking, listening, feeling. Let it be free now. So good. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you. I had something else I wanted to ask, but I don't know if it's This was so deep now that
You
it
can,
was about
yeah, you can ask.
it was about intuition and the difference between intuition and the strong decision, because there is this thing which is power of decision, which also can free us and can make us joyful, or the power of decision, yeah. And on the other hand, there is intuition, which is no matter how tuned in we are, there is still the destiny that we fulfill, or like what is meant for us, kind of to what is meant to happen. Like Ramana said, like no matter what you do, that it doesn't happen, it's still gonna happen. So this when we are tuning in, or if I'm tuning in to everything and to emptiness, the intuition, like the voice that like do this, or like no, this is a bad idea, it is very strong. But when I'm in a daily life, in stress and so on, sometimes I don't hear it so well, yeah. Still, even when I hear it well, some things happen that are not, like when I broke my hand, or recently someone scratched my car, or I started a fire alarm the other day in my at my work. So it was unavoidable. And like, where does this clear intuition comes in? And like, how can we be sure that the voice is from the pure intuition and not from ego?
I would like to bring in 2-3 things here. No, then only it can be more clear. No? Try to understand what is true clarity in this context. True clarity is not really knowing what is true, what is right to be done in any event of or within the flow of life. That is possible through intuition only. No? But true clarity enables us to know what is really not intuition. So true clarity enables us to know what is not intuition. What is a deception of intuition? No? There is a deception of intuition going on inside us. No? And as far as our destiny is concerned, our intuition is trying to serve the destiny only and nothing else. But true destiny, true intuition, not the false intuition, because mind is able to create the falsity of everything, exact same replica of everything. No? That this is intuition. That's where you are confused. No? In the false intuition, we are pushing ourselves in a way to do certain things, or you can say the false intuition basically is our desires, our dormant desires. They try to take a face of a intuition that, oh, I intuitively feel that I have to do it. Some things I feel can help here. One is that, is your intuition trying to take you away from yourself? Like does it want you to disconnect from yourself, your being, your sense of being? If it wants you to disconnect from your sense of being, this is not true intuition. The true intuition never tries to disconnect you from because true intuition is trying to take you to the destiny, to your destiny. You are like a seed in comparison to your destiny. Your destiny is the flower. No? So you cannot be discarded by that true intuition. You have to be accepted as you are. So there is a relax here. There is a peacefulness, joyfulness here. Like, okay. And then from here, some sense of direction is coming from within, which is not so clear, by the way. So the false clarity, false intuition is also much more detailed, like very clear. Oh, I have to do this. I have to do that. I want to do this. Like this also. But and also impulsive. The false intuition is very impulsive. True intuition is not at all impulsive. It can wait. It has waited for a long time in you. It's just that its time has come that it feels now. So there is a restlessness in the intuition, but not too much. So these things I feel can help in some way. Although it is really very at an individual level that refinement has to happen. The true intuition is not trying to take you into the tomorrows. It is helping you in getting the maximum from the today, from the present also. So if that intuition is trying to trying to make you overlook or discard the present moment, then this is not true intuition. It is not serving your destiny, basically. It is serving the ego. Ego is all about somehow remaining connected to the past and trying to focus on the future, not living the present. That is one of the signs of ego. And you can use it for your advantage now. Yeah. Like, are you becoming more rooted in the present? Are you becoming more rooted in your being, in your sense of being? When you follow this intuition, then yes, it is correct. No? It is the right direction. Because there is no other direction. One direction, that is present, that is the sense of being. That is the only one right direction. There, all the other directions are directions of ego only. It doesn't matter what we do in the name of that, where we go in the name of that. No? Awakening is not going to happen tomorrow. Awakening is what is discovered here in the present. When we are ready to be in the present, we start waking up to the sense of being. Sense of being means I am. I am such a thing which is not really changing. No? I told you that within 2-3 days of discovering this sense of my existence, I realized that many things inside me which were totally like not changing at all ever, and they were still not changing, but they were discovered as they are changeful. This is the power of your being, that when you discover yourself. Those things which are not changing, they are just vibrating, not changing. Still they are found to be changing or vibrating at least. And you are not even vibrating. No? You are not even vibrating. There is no vibration in the soul. There is no vibration, no movement in the soul. It's not stillness, but it is not really vibration. No? The soul is something very different. No? This sense of I am is something very different. That's why as long as it is like an experience, it is like a thought, it is like an understanding, this is not the true sense of I am talking about. No? Like this. So I think now it's good, no?
Yes, thank you. I can see clearly it is the guardian which I have mixed up with the intuition. It is still this the one that is taking care of, or the one who is guarding or making sure. And
yeah.
Thank you.
Intuition is trying to guard your soul.
Yes. Yes.
Ego mind is trying to guard your ego identity. It's like this. So what is supported by that intuition can be easily can be the decisive factor, that what it is serving. For the seekers, life is really very simple. Any activity, what it is serving. Like this. Meaning for beings like you, it is much more clear now. No? Initially not so clear. So remain open for knowing the truth as it is, because it is totally different than what we imagine. howsoever we prepare ourselves, as many as rehearsals we want to do for awakening, is still going to be very surprising. Maybe not very shocking in like a big time like a firecracker and things like this, but its results in the short term very powerful. Like it is a life changing thing basically. Awakening is a life changing thing. It's not just a small thing. No? A very beautiful example I always feel like giving. A beautiful being said that awakening is like something, someone comes on your door, knocks at your door and you open it. Then it doesn't let you close the door, even if you don't want it. It comes inside your house and start throwing the furniture one by one, everything out. And in the end, it will throw you out also. Yeah, that's the thing. Then only you will know who you are really. As long as you are there as this you, which you were in the beginning of the spiritual process, no, this you will not let you discover who you are truly. No? This you has to end some way, in some way, really end. Not that this one has to grow. And those who are ready to wake up are ready to end this I. This may also help you because we are talking about my experience. This may help you also a little bit that there was a time when I was looking in this direction that who is experiencing. A time came when I felt that if I go deeper in this inquiry, then I will not be there. Like it was like a choice. I will not be there means I will just die, or something. And somehow internally the call came that no, I have to go. We earned it. You see? So there is a possibility that this kind of feeling will come and may come that, oh, I'm going to die. And you need to cross it if you want to know the truth of who you are. Thank you. I think we are good. Thank you. It may not be a very direct example, but in our hometown, it is said that in Hindi we say, apne mare hi swarg dikhta hai. When only you die, then only you see heaven, no? Not without that. And we as ego trying not to die and see the heaven called awakening, or enlightenment. That's not going to happen. Ego is trying in different ways to get that thing called enlightenment, but without leaving that thing called ego. And it's not going to happen. Even if you can reach to the, as if we are on the beach, very far away from the water, then coming closer to the water, closer to the water, closer to the water. And then we hit a wall somehow, invisible wall between the water and ourselves. Oh, I thought that it's just going to be like this. I will just enter here. No, you cannot enter here. Leave everything. Oh. And you leave, unknowing, unwillingly leaving. Or the most, least important things we start leaving. No, leave everything. And just wall does not disappear. Wall does not disappear. And the moment you leave the last thing, there is no wall. You see? So there is something which we are still holding on to, and the wall between the beach and the ocean remains. And then you drop the last thing. Like, okay. Any sense of you, in any way you have defined yourself, experienced yourself, anything you hold on to in the form of experience, memory, knowledge, anything, you have to leave here. You can go, but empty. You see? I hope I'm not sharing too much The purpose is to inspire you and indicate in some way that what need to be done. Purpose is not to fill your head with some description about it. Thank you. True clarity can tell us all these things which I am sharing, by the way. You can know all these things through true clarity, by the way. Awakening of the mind is a very big thing. You can know everything actually, but you cannot experience anything, touch anything. So, Joy, you want to say something now?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste ji.
I feel when you just share about the awakening, I would like to have more light about it because I feel that still have a kind of misunderstanding of the concept of awakening. It's taking time. But when you just share it, then actually it's where maybe I still have a war in it. Maybe just like I still have a kind of attachment right here. It's still not really fully leaving. Even I feel I'm pretty living of the life here and start living in the being. So I feel very much connected with what you share.
Yeah. Ultimately, what is happening? I can share this picture, and which will fit really in every way how we are growing. Ultimately, what is happening is that we are the soul, the child, that the baby, the child of the absolute, the light of the absolute in this form, and we are mixed with the past, with the memory, and based on that we are imagining, like imagining in the sense of projecting and thinking also, and believing also. And that is what is ego life. Ego life basically means projecting. Projecting without noticing that I am projecting. Believing without noticing that I am believing. Imagining without noticing that I am believing. No? Imagining. No? And then we start noticing. Then we start becoming aware that, hey, I am imagining, I am noticing. Then less imagining. No? Then, hey, I am believing, then less believing. No? Like this. And that this is what is called being free from the past. Past is not mixed with us in the sense of dancing one with the present. It is dancing in our head, in the seer of the present. No? So present is free from everything. Present is always pure truth. It is just the seer is mixed with its own past and projecting that past onto the purity of the present. No? And this is what is decreasing, like this is what is awakening. Slowly this soul, this perceiver who is looking at the present, at the truth, at some point, as if there is a threshold where it reaches to that purity of itself, that it is able to see the truth in the present. No? In the present means in itself also. No? Truth is not two things really, that what I am seeing is truth. Oh, no. Who I am is truth. Not like that. It may happen. Like it may happen that we may realize truth in a different way, in different, very different ways. Everybody can realize the truth, but it's not two things, no. So, Joy, this is the thing. Do you feel that you can connect to it? Because I just want to reconcile, like like a kind of take a feedback from you and to be sure that it reached what you wanted to discuss.
So what I understand is like this, that even I'm living here, but if something a little bit from the past, from the memory, that is already not living, not presence.
Yeah, it is actually true. It's like this. Like, what is this moment? What is this body? What is this life? What are these things? Who is knowing it? How much it is aware of its own truth is deciding how pure is this perception. No? So the purity of the perception is dependent on the um, self-awareness of the perceiver. No, it's like this. More the perceiver is self-aware, the more we call perception is pure. No, and when the perceiver is not self-aware, what is that state? Is what you are talking about? That believing, keeping something from the past. We are not keeping things from the past about other things. Mainly, we are keeping things from the past about ourselves also. No? It's like one thing. It's not like two things. You know, both time when we are not awake and when we are awake, both time life is one actually. We think that I am just seeing these things and they are separate from me. No, they are not. What is seen and who is seeing are one here also. Both are made of the beliefs. Both are dependent on the beliefs. No? And in the other version also, both are not dependent on the belief. Not the belief at the individual level at least. No? That's why if you sit quietly, in the sense that just feel your body, feel your breath, and ignore everything else. You are actually ignoring that thing what we are calling past. No? Then there is no way you can avoid experiencing yourself, the true self that you are. So experiencing the true self is as close to us. It's just that we are not able to do it. Or it doesn't even appeal to us also in the mind state. What are you saying? What is the big deal? What will happen to it through this? You see? So the biggest challenge in the direction of awakening is our imagination about awakening. That is the only one biggest challenge. Our belief about awakening, how awakening will be. No? Like this. So the true awakening keep waiting in the present, but we keep bringing our past understandings about it, and we never find that what we are looking for. See? So it's good.
Yes, very much. And also, I would like to share that just like when I do just sitting, actually the joy is there. But somehow I also like what you share. Joy is also a kind of experience. Then I feel it's happened to me like beyond this kind of joy that I feel very much like silence here if I'm not really focused in the joy, even during the just sitting like this.
So it's good, no?
Yes.
Who will not focus on the joy? And when you will not focus on the joy is the time when you will find this silence to be more beautiful, more joyful, than the joy itself, right? Otherwise, this joy, which is causeless, which is present but without any cause, this joy is actually the right place. Like it will give you the sense of direction. That hey, this direction, not this direction. Don't go there. Come here. You know, here is not like heart, but here is like in. You know? But in the place where the joy is experienced, there is something deeper than that. That deeper than that is the truth of the experiencer. Silence is the truth of the experiencer, no? That you are. When the experiencer focuses on itself, like when its attention is resting in itself, no? Like it is kind of in a divine way lazy, feeling lazy in the divine way. I don't want to even try to experience anything. And then when it is not doing anything at all truly, its attention is not moving at all from the being, it can only experience silence, not even joy, no? But something very powerful is experienced in this silence. The truth is experienced in the silence. And at some point you will notice what is bliss also, what is bliss also will be known to you. Bliss cannot be experienced, not in the normal sense. Like the relation between the bliss and the joy also will become clear to you. So I think we are good now. Yeah.
Is it even this bliss that without the experiencer and also no I right there to experience it?
I missed one or two words in the beginning. Can you say again?
I mean, this blissful, is this also like without the experiencer and without the I right there?
Oh yes, yes.
Just this.
Yeah. Like this self-sufficient being that you are, without any dependency on any definition, including the sense of I, or any joy or anything. This is what is blissfulness. We are made of the bliss. And when you melt truly, then the joy comes out of you. And then we experience this joy. And then we feel, oh, joy is coming from somewhere. Joy never comes from anywhere. It always comes from this being that you are. This being who is made of the bliss. No? Whatever can cause you melt can cause you to bring the joy in your system. No? You see? But when you are free, just resting in your being, then also this bliss will start melting like a fragrance. No, it will start coming out of you also. Yes, it is like this. Thank you.
Thank you so much that you put the light on it. Thank you, thank you.
It's very nice. It's very, very, very nice. In between, Deepa also wrote when we were talking about being in the present and like this. She said that it's like life knows me better than I truly know myself. Yes, it is true. Meaning, this me in this case is the sense of the self that we think we are. So there is a thinking, the way of thinker, the sense of thinker, and everything. But there is an actual being who is supporting this thinking and thinker. This being is truth. But when this being is in the belief that I am a identity, I am a self, and taking itself to be the thinker that time, for example, then thinking is not going to help. Thinking about who I am is not going to help. Self-inquiry, who I am, is a certain way of thinking where it can take us out of thinking. No. But yes, it is a very beautiful way of saying what you are saying, that it's like life knows me better than I truly know myself. Let us allow life to introduce ourselves to ourselves by remaining in the present. Meditation is nothing but just remaining in the present. Don't do anything in the present, but don't do anything. Because generally in the beginning as a person, what we are doing is nothing but doing with the past. Don't do anything with the past. Don't do anything, just sitting, not doing anything. Not doing anything with the past. What can you do with the present? You don't even know who you are. How can you know what desires you have here? So we don't know really anything right now. That's why not doing anything is natural. Just don't do anything else. No? Just sitting is natural here. No? But don't do anything means don't do anything with the past, with the mind. No? Remaining in the present and letting the life introduce ourselves to ourselves. I know this kind of is a little bit too much for some, and that's where I say uh, consider true clarity. True clarity is like our understandings in the mind are like threads, and these threads are intermingled too much, and they are causing us to feel confused too much also. Like, so shall I do this? Shall I do that? Shall I meditate? Shall I not meditate? How much and how much not? And all of that can be like braided threads, very nicely balanced, nicely managed, and they will empower us so much that we can live a very wonderful life in the practical life also. A very balanced, stable, enriched practical life. And that can give way for us to clearly see that no, it is not in the scope of the mind, in the capacity of the mind that I can know what is truth. So true clarity gives way for us to reach to the truth of who we are very easily. And when clarity is not there in the mind, then it becomes like a wall, like a maze. Is it more like a mind is more like a maze, mirage. It just keeps giving us hope that something will happen. And we just waste most of the life in the hope that, one day some understanding will happen that will be called awakening. I will know one day what is truth, and that will be called awakening. Where in this case, the one who is thinking like this is not aware of itself. How credible this knowledge will be when the knower is not aware of itself. So, in the mind level, when the knower of the mind, understandings start becoming little aware of itself. This is what I mean by awakening at the level of mind. True clarity is awakening at the level of mind, which is necessary up to some degree. Otherwise, it will not let you come in the heart, in the joy. It will not let you stay in the joy also. Something is important. Important than joy. Something is important than true joy. Then are you not supporting the suffering in your life? If something is more important than joy for you in life, then no, it's very important right now. Something more important than true joy. You see, we don't question like this. Or in fact, we don't even accept the idea that there is something called true joy when we are in the mind. No, I don't think there is any such thing. This is just an idea. These are just spiritual talks happening. No, they are not spiritual talk happening in that way. Meaning they are just conceptual talk happening. I mean, that's what I meant. No, it's not conceptual. It's actual real. Everything that I'm sharing, all these things which I'm sharing, true clarity, true joy, true knowing, it's a real thing. It's a real deal. It's a real offering, real possibility for everyone. Thank you. It's good, Joy. Good, Deepa. Thank you. Uma, you want to say something?
Thank you so much. Thank you for this beautiful satsang, because very much harmony is feeling. And I want to explore harmony more by living with you at this level. Because here, and already I listened, watched your latest reel on the social media about what you shared.
I have a reel? I did not know that. Oh, cool.
It was short on social media, so
So that's called reel there, no? Yeah. I'm not there, so I don't know this.
yeah, I'm sorry. I also don't know much. So what it is written there, so I just so it was. You said that I am encouraging you, all of you, that live the truth as it is. It is so much beautiful, joyful, more than anything. And today I also found this. Like everything feels perfect, everything as it is, without changing anything. It is, everything is happening, no need to change, no objection, no judgment. And so, and although full of harmony, what is this harmony which feels like a lifeline of everything?
If you don't mind, I will have to include this harmony also in this, what I will share with you, no? Is this fine?
Yes, very much.
I hope you don't have too much attachment to the concept of harmony. So see, it's like this. I heard this statement in my spiritual childhood, and the statement is truth is, period. No, truth is, period. There was never anything else. There will never be anything else. There was always truth, and there will always be truth only, nothing else. Truth is, period. Now from here, we have possibility of harmony or disharmony. When life flow comes out of this living of truth, which is, truth means that which is, no? When we are living the truth, that this which is, then the life flow that comes out of it is harmonious. Naturally, effortlessly harmonious. No? But when we have gone away from this truth into the belief of who we are, then from here that flow which comes out of us, a life flow, is disharmonious. Disharmonious in the sense that we don't know what is the plan of source in this moment, what action to be taken, what to be done. We don't know that. We are trying to figure out, we are trying to guess from the individual personal point of view and mind. No? And we are not succeeding really. I mean, let's be honest. Let us look at our own life right now. Not our own life in the sense, but collectively. No? It doesn't look very promising. It doesn't look like coming from the source of harmony. No? This life definitely is coming from the place of disharmony, false self. No? In the harmony, now let us focus on harmony more. In the harmony, what is happening is that life is like growing in a way, but by supporting everything, not by destroying one thing over another. No? Like a collectively life is growing. Harmony basically is manifested wisdom of the oneness, one soul. No? Harmony basically is manifestation of the wisdom of one soul. No? Like this one soul is equally, literally equally supporting every one of us right now to know the truth. It is not making any difference between any one of us. It is not giving less value or strength or wisdom or direction or light to any one of us. It is just that are we present, how much we are present, how much we are benefiting from it. That's the only difference. No? So harmony is present here also right now. But we are as if living as an outsider to our own being. We are as if living outside of harmony, of our own heart. What is this true joy? Is the place from where harmony can start coming back to our life. No? Harmony means what? Harmony means somehow the actions start becoming right. You know, like doing the right thing at the right time, being at the right place at the right time. What is this? It is the result of harmony. No? Nobody knows really. Nobody can know really ever by thinking. But we can allow somehow ourselves to be in the hands of the harmony of the source. No? You see? But again, there are deceptions created by the mind in the name of harmony also, obviously. Like mind is ready. Just let us find something and create a duplicate. You see? It is just ready to create the duplicate. It's like that. Let's see. Something valuable, something will be sold in quantity. Let's create a duplicate of it. Like this, no? Mind is doing this, no? So let us be aware of it. Let us not support the ideas of the mind about harmony also. Harmony is another name also of the manifestation of the will of God, no? Will of the source, no? My will and thy will. You see? Thy will, जैसे maybe a lighter way of saying it, thy will is that let there be awakening in this form. My will is let me wake up. You see the difference? Let me wake up. This me can never wake up. This me is the sleep, no? Let me melt in truth is the way. Let me come to the harmony is the way. And even at the cost of me not surviving as myself, as a self as I have known, let me know myself as who I am truly, no? While coming to the harmony of my heart. No? Joy, this joy is what is harmony present in our heart already. No? This true joy is the harmony already present in our heart. No? But I am not talking about heart which is emotions. I am talking about heart which is emptiness, empty. No? This heart is what I am talking about. No? So, Oma, I hope that it's good for now.
Okay. So much beautiful.
So,
So,
harmony cannot be defined so much. It can more be lived. Because if we define, we are going to use the mind, which is by nature disharmonious. Now we will. Now disharmony will be defining what is harmony, no? Which is not really the right way. No? In Zen, they say when the shoe fits, this is harmony. कई दिनों से शिकायत नहीं जमाने से. There is no complaint from life for many days. This is harmony. No? Everything is in its right place. हर एक चीज है अपनी जगह ठिकाने पे. No? Everything is in its right place. This is harmony. When you don't see fault in life, this is harmony. When you don't see fault in life, anywhere, this is harmony. No? Then you are seeing through the eyes of harmony right now. No? Harmony is like being in love, but in a very impersonal way. No? Like being in love, but you don't know where is the beloved. No? But by being in this love, the beloved is being revealed in the soul of the lover. No? In our soul, the beloved is being revealed by being in this love. Harmony is the way to allow the beloved to be revealed in our heart, in our soul. No? It's a much more real thing than my words are able to express. No? So we are just thinking while the beloved is ready to come in our heart, in our being right now. We are just thinking, what is this, what is that, what to do, what not to do, where to go, this is this is that, this is that. Just continuously thinking. Not able to sit quietly for a few minutes. No? So it's good, no? Thank you. God bless you. Very, very nice. So it's very good. Ines, you are doing fine?
Hello, Rajee.
Hello, dear.
Very happy to be in Satsang with you. And I love the topic of today, especially in the beginning, about not having to maintain things, because I think that is also something that I've been doing for quite some time.
Maintain?
Yes, in some part of the satsang, we spoke about that the true joy or the true things don't have to be maintained. And for a long time, I was trying really hard to maintain a lot of things.
Yeah, not a good idea. I mean, let us maintain the routine. Let us maintain the intention. Let us maintain the momentum that, hey, I will continue the effort, but not the experiences or the result or understanding. No, that's just nonsense. Really, that's such a waste of opportunity of life that we need to believe anything. Or we need to hypnotize ourselves. Oh, yeah, I think I'm feeling joy. I need to. Why? We cannot feel, we can directly feel joy in such a way that we cannot avoid it. No, very good. Thank you that you are free from this mistake in the spiritual on the spiritual journey. This is a big mistake on the spiritual journey, like a cheap substitute for the real thing. No? Very good. Thank you.
It feels like it's also part of the true clarity to see that it's just useless and to be more open.
Oh yeah. It is totally. True clarity in many ways can be expressed, and we will define it also. Like this is one of them, for example, that you can see. No, I don't want this kind of things. Like you become very flat, simple, immediate, true, honest to yourself in a way. Like no, to whom I am fooling? Like you are the one who is believing there is a ice cream in your fridge, and you are the one who walks to the ice cream. You are the one who takes out the ice cream. You are the one who eats it. And then at some point you feel, to whom I am fooling? Why I am doing this kind of play with myself? And just for your knowledge, actually there is a real ice cream in your fridge. If you don't pretend, don't believe, don't hypnotize yourself, just go there and open. Oh yeah, it's there. That ice cream is what I'm saying, no? The joy in your own heart. We just need to be present here. And your attention from the head, you start falling back into the heart, no? So naturally, so naturally, so naturally. And heart breathing, a simple exercise, a simple practice, not a big deal. But it is just for those who are ready for it in a way. It's a support. It's like my love, I have shared my love, my longing of my heart in the form of this practice to you, that it will function as soon as you are interested. No? And what to do? A simple thing. When you breathe in, come into your heart. Into your heart means into your sense of being. Come into your heart means come into your sense of being. When the breath is coming in, the breath is actually going inside into the sense of being. It is merging there, fading away, fading into our sense of being when we are breathing in. No? So you also, as the breath merges with your sense of being, you also merge with your sense of being. Every time breath comes in, and then remain merged here with your sense of being. Don't come out of it. Don't go with the breath when the breath goes out. It is so simple. This much it takes to come to the real joy. No? Every breath becomes now a door, a way to get out of mind into the heart. And you feel so relaxed actually for the first time, like, oh my God, I was searching for this ground or this state of being where I can actually relax. And I'm joyful. I'm relaxed and joyful, and I'm not dead. It's like Madhvi says that I'm peaceful, but I'm not dead. I'm resting in peace, but I'm not dead. She says like this. I'm resting in the peace of my being, but I'm not dead. I'm more alive than ever, actually. So simple, it's so simple. It is difficult mainly because we just don't agree to it, first of all, that it is possible. We are so hypnotized in the mind, we are just seeing things totally differently than what truth is. That's why it is necessary to somehow break this hypnosis first. True clarity helps a lot in this. But finally, what actually helps is getting out of that environment where hypnosis happens. That environment is mind. Mind is not a place, it's more like an environment. Come in the heart. Remain in the heart also, please, for some time. Don't go anywhere. And I don't think I need to convince you, because joy is here, no? Who would not like to be in the joy? Joy is here. Who would not like to be in the joy? Is there anything higher than the joy? And we are talking about true joy, causeless joy, continuous joy. We are not talking about something which comes and goes, something is dependent on some event of life or state of things. No, this is very good. No, thank you. And this is the thing. When we are very much in the mind, this true joy is like, hey, what are you talking about? It's fake, something fake. Hey, just false. It cannot be true. But as you are more settled in the heart, in this true joy, then this mind is fake. It is false. Hey, it is something not true. You see, when we are in the mind, it's all so true. When you drop in the heart, you see how false it is. That's why being conscious in the mind is necessary. At least to see that, no, it's not really true. Otherwise, it is so true actually, that way we think. Thinking itself is so true for us. That, hey, I'm thinking, like how else I will know anything? How about you? Do you know who you are? Who is knowing everything through the mind? Do you know yourself without any of your knowledge of the mind? Without any dependency on any knowledge of the mind? Without touching anything of the mind, do you know who you are? Or no, you have to consult. Oh, I think I am the self. Oh, I think I am the being. I am the witness. I am the seer. Do you need to think like this? No, this sense of existence I am does not depend on any of these things. It is independent of everything. It knows, it thinks, it feels, it sees. Has no dependency on any of those things. It is shining independently in you as you. This is that movie. In and as as yourself. This is what is in is truly yours. This is truly yours. This is the only thing which is truly yours. Nothing else is truly yours. Thank you, beloved. Very nice that you are coming home like this. Thank you. Thank you.
If I can add one thing, is, I don't know what I am in this, if I'm not consulting the mind or dropping out, but I know for sure that I am.
Yes, yes. Here you have two possibilities, just to add a little bit here, because it will help you a little bit, I feel. Here you have two possibilities. One, the true knowing will happen slowly and soon it will start. In the sense that insights will start coming to you inside. Like without any pretext, without any, anything in the background, suddenly certain things will become clear to you inside your being about yourself. And then they will disappear also somewhere, as if they never happened. But you will feel much more enriched and happy. This is one thing that is what is true knowing that will happen. Another thing is that mind will slowly start becoming clear about what you are not. At the mind level, you will start becoming clear about what you are not. Basically, everything. So everything of the mind is false as far as you are concerned. Everything of it. 100% of the knowledge of the mind is false about you. 100% of it. Nothing of it can say anything about you, ever. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. No, this is what it means. This is why in this Nirvana Shatakam, the Shankaracharya says like this. This true knowing is like a beginning of correction happening in your wisdom, and it will just keep correcting. It will show you that why mind is false. It will show you actually. Like first time you will understand that mind is not really a place of knowledge or knowing. It is a place of data processing. Just simple data processing. Absolutely nothing else. Data processing and believe in it. Data processed based on something, a conclusion drawn out of it, and you accept it to be true. You take it as final or for now. That's all. There's just no truth in the mind ever. There was never a truth in the mind, and there will never be. So this will be seen very easily by you from this true knowing. True knowing of your own existence. Without going anywhere, without leaving this joy. The best thing. And we are running here and there, and I want to know the truth, I want to do this, and I'm doing this, doing that. No need for all of those things. They are all just running in the mind. That all running is happening in the mind only. Thank you. It's good. Thank you. So, you want to say something?
Namaste, Rajee.
Namaste ji.
It's an amazing satsang, and I just wanted to bring myself in front of you. Really enjoying this.
Thank you. Very nice to see you, first of all. Thank you. God bless you. Very nice. As you can see, satsang is not something like a person talking and other persons listening. No, it's not like this. No, that's a very wrong perception coming from a egoic state. No, satsang is a very different thing. It's like we are doing it together in a way, or we are letting it happen together in a way. You know what I mean? By being present, by having value for truth, by being open for truth also. No, it's being done together. It's not like somebody doing it. No, or it is a nobody doing it. No, basically nobody is doing. No. The power of nobody, the power of nothing, is what functions here. No? And as you are allowing, so you are learning. We are learning that I am not a somebody. I am also this nobody. I am also this nothing. No? This being that we are, this sense of I am, is actually already a declaration of being without being anything, being without being anyone. I am, but without anything or anyone. I am not something or someone. I just am. I just am. No, I just am. It's an internal declaration, not dependent on the state of body, mind, or relation, or definition of anything. So thank you. It's good. Thank
you. One thing, if I can quickly share, when you were having a conversation about harmony, it just reminded me of something of my childhood. I read for the first time, I was a little kid, of Gita Sar. And so I felt in that moment when I was reading that, and I completely resonated with it. I think that's what, is true harmony. You're in harmony with, the presence completely. So thank you for reminding me that.
Yeah. Actually, when we are not in the harmony, then so many things are there. When we are in the harmony, there is just harmony. No? As if the being of life living in harmony gets fed up every now and then and just does something to feel as portion of it, to be separate from it. It cannot survive separate from the one. But during this time, the sense of a separate self happens, and sense of search, seeking, and everything also happens. While this just portion of being is just melting and becoming one with the being, or what is waking up, that There's only one. Like this. Thank you. I think it's good. Very quickly we can talk, Ekta. Then we end now.
Yes, beloved. I also wanted to come in front of you and thank you so much for this beautiful satsang. And also happy Enlightenment Day for Osho.
Same
And
to
I
you.
and I'm so glad, I'm so happy to just meet you.
I'm also very happy to meet you. Satsang is that meeting where we rejoice meeting each other and rejoice meeting ourselves also at the same time. At the same time. If it is not like this, we are not in satsang yet. If you meeting me is not causing you to meet yourself in the real time right now, then you are not meeting me truly also. Remember this, everyone, please. Because your being is as much present as mine here. Not maybe aware, but that can happen now. No? That can happen right now. So try to not take any ideas of mind and imaginations of the mind to take you somewhere and miss this chance. No? Beloved, every one of you is equally important to life. Please be aware of it. Or every one of us is also equally important to us, means that neither we can feel I'm inferior nor we can feel I'm superior. No? Equally blessed. We all are equally blessed. No? We just have to start utilizing the blessedness. No? So good, thank you. So I will not be higher than you. You will not be higher than me. We are just more evolving within our own right, within our own being, moving towards our own destiny, individually and in a way separately. No? You see? While having respect and love for everybody else, evolution and growth. No? So very, very good. Thank you. Thank you. I think it's a very good time. We end this meeting now. It doesn't feel like me ending it, but time has come for it, I feel. Thank you. Thank you.